Hello and welcome to another Modern Rotisserie Draft match. I'm Dom. I'm joined by Michael. And we're going to be watching Scott versus the other Michael. And Scott is playing Esper Control, I think is Control-y. Oh, hey, we're joined by Hunter. What's up, Hunter?
Yeah.
And Michael's on the green-white Splash Siege Rhino mid-range deck. And we're also going to have people use Control L to set their life total, which is exciting.
Oh yeah, it's a new play.
Yeah. And yeah, Hunter, when you get in, the game's just called Modern Roto.
Alright,
In the server, and Scott made it, the Sparky the chicken. You guys have any expectations for this matchup?
Both decks seem full of fun.
I think they're both capable of a somewhat obnoxious draw. Like Scott can have the quick reanimate, and Carney can just curve out and beat him up with creatures. But I feel like that's out of the ordinary for both of these decks, that they're both playing a longer game usually.
I'd like to see Scott get a quick reanimate just to see it happen.
Yeah. It basically has to involve the card, or I guess either Thought Scour or Thirst for Knowledge. Like those are only two easy ways to get things in the graveyard, I think. Scott winning the die roll, and his hand's fine. It's not super exciting. Carney has 4, 5, 6 and mana, so he probably will keep it too.
I think this is a pretty good example of what I was talking about.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head here. I think these are more typical sorts of draws. This is a bit slow for Carney, like he does play 2 and 3 drops. Scott's going to Inquisition and hit a Shield of the Oversoul, which I guess is fine. He probably doesn't care that much about it, though. He would have rather hit, like, a Brimaz or something, an actual threat. Alright, shield down. Yeah. And Carney would like to hit a Tarmogoyf for birds or something. Courser's not bad, except he can't cast it yet.
Carney going with plate instead of fishing.
Yeah. Scott's pretty close to casting that. Glacial Fortress doesn't have any friends either here. Although it's not punishing him since he has nothing else to do turn 2. Carney wants to either draw, not Sun Titan, either a green land or a cheap spell. Scott, this may be the best Weathered Wayfarer we see, because if it picks up the sword, it's going to be pretty good.
I was about to comment that if Scott can draw any of his few creatures, then that sword's going to get pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, good use of Wayfarer.
I believe he's drawn Wayfarer a lot. I think it's only search for 1 land the whole tournament.
Yes. This might be the most relevant Wayfarer ever.
I don't think it's finding any lands this game either.
Unlikely.
But yeah, the discarding is going to matter a lot, I think. I don't think Carney's going to be able to cast all these spells before he starts getting hit.
Is Scott just debating whether to cast a sword or the Wayfarer right now? Okay.
Must be.
It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Because like either way, he's not actually attacking for 2 turns.
Right.
Carney did not fetch an overgrown chamber this turn.
No, maybe he's trying to not intentionally not thin his deck.
Oh, you got a fetch.
Can that fetch? He doesn't have Chapel or Temple Garden though, right? So I think all that's fetching is of planes.
Yeah, all he's got is Tomb.
Yeah. I think the Flood is mostly just for Courser and Knight of the Reliquary to get a little extra value. If Scott had his 5th land, I would say he should leave Condescend up. But I think he probably just plays a sword and hopes nothing bad happens.
Seems reasonable.
Scott isn't quite as much of a proponent of leaving mana up as you are, Hunter. Oh, but he does right now. See, he just showed me. I don't know why Carney hasn't fetched. So he can cast nothing this turn. He can cast the Johnny for sure next turn, I think. Scott
All right.
hits the 5th land.
Good draw.
Is it possible that it's correct for Carney to discard Courser here and hope to Sun Titan it back?
I would agree with that.
Scott can't really take advantage of the untap, but he does get his Condescend back.
It's not actually a tap Wayfarer, but okay. Close enough.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah.
This isn't a particularly fast clock. Carney did pitch the Courser. I think I like that. I think his chances of resolving Sun Titan aren't that great, but if he does, it's going to be good. Oh, that's a potentially a big draw because he can pay for the Condescend.
Again, didn't fetch end of turn, even though he was planning on playing a Johnny, you have to assume.
Yeah, that is awkward. So many planes. Sky would be sad right now. Yeah, he's just taking 2 damage for no reason here.
He owes 2 for the
Yeah.
overgrown Tomb, right?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay.
Johnny should not be a 1 counter. It's getting countered anyway. The Rutmans Condescend for 1. This time he probably discards Trostani. Carney actually might still be fine. Like, he has an answer to the Wayfarer. And he has Sun Titan for Courser, like... Or at least he's 1 land away.
You like trying in a Johnny there instead of path plus nothing?
I think I would have pathed it. You also know your path's going to resolve, because like his only counter spells are Remand and Condescend, and you can beat either one. I guess you can't beat Remand into Condescend. Oh well, no, you could. Never mind. Scott's got a tap mana, so yeah, that was a stupid thing to say. Yeah, I don't think you want to take sword hits. Oh, we found Unburial Rights. Just need to find a discard outlet. Do you discard Armada Worm or Trostani?
Tristani.
Okay, I agree.
A 2-power creature is just not going to get it done.
Yeah. The life gain's better here than it normally would be, but I don't think he has time to set it up. Down goes Armada Worm. Alright, he hit the land, so he can Sun Titan or he can Path. Looks like he's going big here. Yeah, he could get a land back, but I don't see the value there.
Next turn, attack with Sun Titan, bring back Shield Oversoul, flying Sun Titan.
That would be sweet.
I don't think he's getting untapped with Sun Titan.
Nah, it's gonna get slaughter pacted almost certainly. Alright, here's the Courser. We can see the next card too. Finks is decent. He can play that and Path. If he hits a land on top, he could play Trostani and Finks, which isn't the worst.
What's getting discarded to the sword? Tristani or Path?
I think it has to be Trostani. Although I guess you could argue that if he draws another creature, the Path is not solving anything. So maybe let's think about that.
He's got a low creature count though.
That is true. Alright. Scott pays for slaughter packs and the game will continue. Draws snow-covered plains. He could even Unburial Rights the Wayfarer. That's actually kind of funny. He does ditch Trostani. So Carney's down to 6. It's a question now if he's gonna turn the corner, and Offensive is not that great. It's good with Kitchen Finks. Alright. So he's gonna cast Finks. So he goes up to 8. No reason not to attack. I actually think he should wait on Path until it attacks that. Scott's been pretty unlucky to not draw action for like 4 straight turns.
What if he top decks what? Any untapped mana source?
I think he's too short of Iona.
He's pushing plays right now.
Oh, good call. You're right.
Yeah.
This isn't a super fast clock either. Also, Iona with a sword does end the game. Hits for 9. Unburial Rights.
I don't think that doesn't quite work.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be exiled. Good call. Did he not get a land from path? It is optional, but I don't know why he wouldn't do it.
Looks like it.
Maz is on top. I really agree with whoever said he should have drafted Viserys here. It's pretty low opportunity cost to just have the combo. This is a 2-turn clock. Oh, and he drew the land too.
Oh man.
This could be another exciting end to a game here. Carney could hit like running lands. Like he could draw Brimaz, hit a land, go to 9, and then next turn possibly go up to 10 and be able to survive a hit. Knight is on top.
Knight has 2 lands to feed on.
Yeah. Do you play Brimaz here? You kind of walk into Supreme Verdict. Like, is that something you can play around at this point? He's probably not expecting his opponent to cast Iona. Oh, got there.
Oh, hey man, there it goes.
I assume you name White.
Yes. I don't think you're playing around Beast with it.
Does Carney have any other removal?
I don't think he has any green removal.
I guess Oblivion Ring, but
Yeah.
obviously it's Condemn.
I think he's got to gain a life here to win. Oh, Elish Norn. So close. He can.
Does bolstering twice do anything?
Well, he can't cast the cards, can he?
Oh, fair enough.
I actually don't think it would anyway, because the Finks would have to get 1. That's what would be getting blocked. Yeah, I think this game's over. Might as well attack, but it doesn't really do anything.
Scott could choose to block the kitchen fix and lose.
That is true. We have seen people block the wrong creature and lose in this league a couple times. I'm not sure why he's not attacking with Anafenza. Scott blocks correctly. This is a pretty close game.
Yeah. I would have been a little sad if we got decided by Scott not searching out his basic land from Pat.
It almost was, yeah. He's actually pretty lucky. Like, he drew running lands, and then Carney missed on the second Corsair hit. I think this is the first time I've seen Iona get equipped with anything. And that's the game. We'll bring it back to the announcers here. So, what?
You see Scott's comment in the chat?
Wayfair finally doing work. Nice. Yeah, that was pretty funny way for that game to end. What do we got for sideboard possibilities?
Elishone got to come out.
Yeah.
Oversoul of Dusk, Sigarda seem okay.
I like Sigarda.
I like Acidic Slime.
Yeah, I think you should just play that main deck, but I'm not sure if he is or not, but it definitely should be in post board. I had Acidic Slime in my top 25 cards for this draft. It didn't go till round 17. We had it like 23rd or something.
It's a great utility card.
Yeah. Advent's good. I'm pretty sure it's main deck.
Deathmark, obviously.
Oh yeah, that Deathmark seems good for Scott. So you don't see much else for him.
Time to reinforcement's not the worst.
Yeah, I think that card's fine. Yeah, I don't think either one of them's loaded up on cards for this matchup.
Back.
Hey. Is Leisha doing alright? It sounds like there's a bunch of coughing or something in the background.
Yeah, she's got a cold.
Yeah. No, hope she feels better. Looks like we're ready for game 2. Scott with... I think Wayfarer might finally do something. Oh, Carney only has 2 lands also.
No, he's 1.
Yeah, rough. Dang. He's leading the mulligan train in this tournament. I actually think that might be keepable.
If he draws a green source, he's good.
Looks like they mulliganed out of turn. Scott shipped his. I thought Scott's hand was fine.
It was fine, but this one's better.
This one is very good. Yeah. Carney went to 4. He literally lost his bird. Like, that's the same 4 cards.
That really is. Oh.
Well, the bird would have gotten disfigured anyway. Oh, Autumn's Veil. I didn't even see that on the sideboard. That does seem good here. Yeah, it looks like this might be another unexciting game here. Second mull to 4 and 2 down. I found a forest at least.
Alright.
We like Disfigure over Condescend here, right?
I like this figure.
Okay, me too. I don't think Scott needs to scry 2 that badly. Like, his hand is good. He has lands and he has things to play.
He's still in on top.
Disfigure is not going to kill Knight of the Reliquary. It's a 3/3 because of the Flooded Strand. But if Carney draws land, he might be in the game here. He also has Oblivion Ring for the Sorin. Draw step. Got there.
Oh, he put the Sphinx of Stillwind on the bottom. Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's good enough to bring in here. It does blank a lot of the cards. He bought a Mystic Gate also.
Yeah, his draw was another land. That wasn't Mystic Gate.
Yeah, he's...
Well, Carney's doing better than he could be.
Despite what happened last, yeah. He's actually in somewhat okay position. Like, he could probably force the Supreme Verdict. Scott does have Snapcaster Condescend now, which is pretty good.
Disfigure, Snapcaster, Disfigure.
That seems like a very good play.
Yeah. He has to do it now. If Carney untaps, he can fetch a fetch land. That wasn't the best way to say that. Activate Knight, get a fetch land, sack the fetch land, make it a 5/5.
Or just Autumn Spell.
Or just Autumn Spell. True story. Also could play.
I like the fetch though. That's classy.
Yeah, I didn't. Wasn't going for that at the beginning. He can also just cast Sorin and make a vampire, but I don't think it's that great. He's tapping 3. What costs 3? Nothing, apparently. Creeping Tarpit costs 3, but he can't actually activate it, and that also would make absolutely no sense to do that right now.
Yeah.
All 5 of the World Wake manlands were drafted, right? Oh no, I don't know if Raging Ravine was, which is weird.
Yeah. Sky doesn't have Raging Ravine.
That seems very odd. He has Primeval Titan. Yeah, all of the other ones are. Scott does nothing. Carney cannot cast Brimaz. Well, he can actually. He just has to use Knight. So Carney's just attacking with it.
Or not.
Or is he like, wait a minute?
Now what's he doing?
I think we might see the Snapcaster play.
Yep.
Don't Autumn Spell yet.
I don't think you... Yeah. You're not going to Autumn Spell the first time, I wouldn't think. Okay, well, evidently I'm wrong.
Well, if you're expecting Snapcaster, maybe you do. Because if one goes through, Snapcaster blocks and kills you. Yeah.
You're right. Okay, my bad. I wasn't thinking about the block. Yeah. I was just thinking about blanking the second Disfigure.
Yeah, okay, good call.
I think I like floating a green, sacking the forest, getting a fetch land, fetching a plains, and then casting Brimaz with a green up. Like if
I agree.
you're not just protecting the queen with 2 cards in your hand on a mull of 4. Yeah, we found Iona again.
So you think Sorin make a vampire, try to get some more creatures on the board for the verdict?
I can see that for sure. He can just still make the same play. He can snap, cast, or disfigure if the knight attacks him.
Yes.
I don't know if you can count on your opponent attacking again, but it seems like it would be better to make more mana if you could anyway. And he didn't. So you gotta wonder what he has in his hand. And maybe put him on having 6 drops or something.
Could cast that seed right now.
He could. Would make Verdict a lot better. I think Cardi's best play might be just to pass. Snapcaster is going to get it this time. So Soren can come down to make a vampire. And then it'll probably get Oblivion Ringed. But at least he'll have the flyer.
I assume that disfigure happened and is now exiled.
Yeah, it should. Scott actually can't cast Sphinx's Revelation. He only has 1 blue. Yeah, Soren seems like the only play here.
What sword do you guys like more? Solemn Visitor or Lord of Innistrad?
It's pretty close. I think I like the newest one better, but it's really close though. The other one was so good specifically with the card Lingering Souls. The lifelink effect is pretty sweet though.
Yeah. I like kind of like having my vampires naturally have lifelink though.
Yeah, that is neat too. The emblem, like I said, is just pretty bonkers with Lingering Souls. Alright, so Soren's getting O-ringed. Scott finds a Slaughter Pact. It's fine. Keep him alive.
If he draws an island, this game will be pretty different.
Yeah. Yeah, he could Tar Pit and cast Revelation. Carney can now cast Brimaz or Woodleaf Cavaliers.
3/4 Vigilance or 3/4 Vigilance and other relevant abilities.
Yeah. Depends if you smell removal.
Yeah, exactly.
What does removal smell like anyway? Here's the Slaughter Pact.
Well, I guess it would depend. I guess Source of Plowshares would be like a farm. Have to exile.
Oh, we found the island.
Whatever you want your grand. Disfigure someone's basement.
Tristani's not awful. It's not gonna like swing the game though. I think I might have boarded this card out actually.
Scott gonna cry himself or Carney here?
I think I like just not casting it right now. I think you should just get in with your flyer and cast Revelation.
Yeah.
Nothing
so.
seems better than that. If you could get both cards from Carney, obviously Raven's Crime seems better, but you do know he's probably got at least one card he can't cast, just from all the mulligans and him not playing stuff.
He's firing up the pit.
But it's interesting. I don't understand why you would start racing when your opponent has Tristani in play.
Yeah, it seems a little questionable.
You have any townships to draw? So you can just cast the Cavaliers and gain 4. Or you can tap your township for no apparent reason. Does gain 4. Using Control L at that. Tristani gets in for 2. Scott does have the reset with the verdict, so it's not really a huge deal. Definitely save Mentor for post verdict. I could see maybe going Mentor or Raven's Crime now, but like you're gonna probably verdict at some point.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to race his Tristani, and especially with a Gavin Township on field.
Yeah. I mean, I like Raven's Crime in the Siege Rhino and getting a token. That seems really good. But it seems like that's something you can do later.
Yeah. Like after you cast the Sphinx's Revelation.
What if Carney draws Acidic Slime and blows up your tar pit or something? Like, there are bad things that could happen. Monk. I guess he thinks he can win this creature battle here. Ah, oh, so close. Sun Titan bringing back Brimaz is like gain 10 life. If that ever actually happens, Mentor is not going to win the race. Oh, he's just going to Township. That makes sense. No, you just bash with both. Jump skis. Scott falling to 12. Draws a Crystal Brand. Supreme Verdict may be the correct play here, which is really awkward since he just did all that stuff with the Mentor.
I think it is the correct play.
Of course, if he casts Verdict and then Carney hits land 6 for the Sun Titan, that's going to be pretty good for him. The Vampire has gotten 10 damage in. Condemn isn't bad. He's gonna township again. He's gonna get in for good damage here.
I think Scott might Revelation and just double chump.
Oh yeah, that seems fine. So he'll end up at 15 and up 3 cards. Land. He draws 3 lands. Although I guess that'll enable him to cast the huge guys in his hand.
Yeah.
So it's probably fine.
Gristlebrand and Diana. Sounds okay.
I do that in Legacy. I was usually like turn 1 and turn 2, but you know, gotta do what you got to do. I think Scott took. I think he chumped with the token and then took the 4.
Yes.
The Inquisition can take the condemn. Yeah, I mean, just play Inquisition, play a land, and then start casting huge guys.
I think you want to verge before you cast your big dudes, so.
Oh, you want a verdict first?
Yes.
Yeah. You might just be right. He can take the condemn. He could just fire up the tar pit, attack for 5, and then he has lethal next turn. But that's assuming Tristati doesn't gain him any life. Now, like
Exactly.
he knows that if the Carney goes land Sun Titan, he's gaining a bunch, and that isn't a real thing anymore.
Inquisition managed to temporarily discard Sun Titan as well. Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
And if he were to get back his Skin Shifter, he can change it to a 0/8 before the ability resolves to gain life, right?
I believe so.
That'll be an interaction I've never seen.
I wonder if anyone has. Tar pit. Well, if he doesn't draw a creature, if he
Or a
somehow
land.
doesn't draw a creature he can cast or a land, the game is over. I feel like there aren't too many cards that fit that bill. Alright, he finds Windswept Heath.
Right on time.
Well, this won't just completely blow him out with the verdict, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott can just wait. Not sure if getting Overgrown Tomb was necessary there. The Siege Rhino's already dead. Alright, here's Brimaz. I think he should end up at 12 after this. I don't think he took 2 damage from the tomb. So he was at 5 and went to 4. Here are the beats. Yeah, he's definitely casting Verdict. You see the double block?
Yeah.
The Carnage still has 2 left, right?
I don't think so. I did mention it. Someone else can mention it. Again. Okay. So I think you should end up at 10 after all this. Okay. And here comes some bad news. Scott thinks we mean his Godless Shrine. So, oh, and he can play Lingering Souls right now. That's pretty obnoxious.
And it's quadruple black for Grizzlebrand next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Scott can lose this game. He could accidentally right-click and hit concede. I think that's the only way he can lose this game.
Protection from demons!
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
We got the Grizzlebrand moat.
Too bad there's Iona also.
Yes. She's a bit bigger than Baneslayer.
After Township a couple times, though.
If that somehow could happen, that would be pretty amazing. Like he could Township it up to 6 this turn.
Yeah, and then Township 7 before Iona can attack.
Yeah.
And it's your first strike.
Wow, this game might actually not be over. Although Scott can draw cards though.
Yeah. Flying Yawgmoth Bargain is kind of good.
Carney needs Zealous Conscripts.
I wonder if our players remember that Baneslayer has protection from demons.
That is a good point. Drawing a land this turn is pretty rough.
It might be okay, though, because it lets him Township when he might have cast something.
I guess that's true.
I don't think you attack here, do you?
No, you get chumped by a spirit. That's terrible.
Okay, pass. It's good.
Okay. We should teach him to use it as an instant, but that's okay. Do you think holding that land will convince Scott to Raven's Crime instead of casting Iona?
Probably not.
Yeah. Didn't think so. Wait, what? Oh, he drew 7 cards. I was like, why is he going to 4?
So many lands.
He drew Deathmark.
Oh, Deathmark. No.
Also drew Remand, so I think we're done here. That was a pretty good fight for a mulligan to 4.
Yeah, that was a much better game I thought we were going to get.
Yeah. I've only won 2 games ever on a mulligan to 4. I've been playing Magic for 7 years.
What?
What do you mean, what? Oh.
Why you cast Iona?
I guess he can cast Deathmark next turn.
Yeah. Yes, you can't really get punished.
Carney did already play his Autumn's Veil, right? I don't think there's any green card that's gonna stop the Deathmark other than that.
Mentor of Heroes, pretty good. But
I probably, yeah, I'm assuming Iona named either green or white. Yeah, just townshipping. Oh.
And the anticlimax.
Death mark. So sad. Yeah, I mean, you can probably tell from my voice, but I was rooting for him. The mold of 4. Plus, I always root for whoever loses game 1, because more magic is always fun.
I was just rooting for the spectacle of a Baneslayer holding back a Gristlebrand and an Iona.
That would have been amazing, yeah. That protection from demons, man. Although I guess the first strike did it. Well, okay, the first strike didn't do it that first turn, but it did after that.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it back to the booth here.
Hello.
Hey. What's
Nice
up, gentlemen?
forecast.
Yeah, right?
Don't need them burial rights.
That was ridiculous. And then Smith, he told me to take Wearer out of my deck. Look at it doing some work there.
Squire been stronger.
Yeah.
That cadet was very eager. He was getting in there. Rough beats. That was much more of a game than I thought it was going to be when it started, that second game.
Okay, the real question is did I mulligan correctly that game? Because I had a forest and a colorless, and that was it. So I was kind of afraid.
I
Yeah.
don't think I would have mulliganed the hand with the birds.
The birds had only white mana.
It was risky. Yeah, we thought that like if you hit a green, you basically got 2 mana out of it, so maybe it was okay. But yeah, it was. I thought the 7 and the 6 mulligan were defensible, and then I thought the 5, like, you basically had to mulligan, and then, or was the birds the 5 or the 6?
Birds was the 5.
Okay,
Birds
never
was
mind.
the 5.
I think the 6 was like 100% you had to mulligan, and the 7 and the 5 like wouldn't have been. It's not like super clear either way, but I think there wasn't any hand that I was like, why on earth did he mulligan that? So it was just unfortunate. You're playing 17 lands in your deck, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had a game where I haven't had issues with land.
Yeah.
I think Magic just really wants to reaffirm why I stopped playing. It's like it doesn't want me to come back.
Oh.
So every time you play, you're just not going to get land.
Yeah.
That's my theory at the moment. All right, so any other thoughts?
What we were excited that the Baneslayer was holding back Grizzlebrand and Iona for a while. Like that was pretty awesome, actually.
I was like, he top decked that Baneslayer. I'm like, that was the perfect top deck for you.
Yeah. Can't.
So upset.
Grizzlebrand can't rumble with that.
Protection from demons doing some work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that was. I guess the first game I thought maybe he should have pathed sooner, but at the same time, if he draws a second creature, it ends up being really bad. So.
And like, my theory was like, if I remember right, it was path or put something down on the field. Like I was always using my mana, and it felt better to, use my mana, get a threat out, at least in theory.
Again, like that seemed defensible.
I know I ran some stuff out in the counter spells, but I didn't really feel like I had the luxury to play around counter spells because I was usually behind.
Yeah.
And so
when you're getting hit by the sword, you have to play cards.
The Knight of Reliquary attacks seemed odd. I mean, could have gotten land just start casting Brimaz.
Could have gotten land to do what, sorry?
Cast Brimaz? Or your Siege Rhino?
Oh, yeah, that actually.
So you can
That's-
tap your forest, float a green, sack it, get something else. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely something I did wrong.
I think there was a chance. There was like one turn where you could have floated a green, sacked a forest, got a fetch land, fetched a plains, made the night would have been a 5/5. Then you cast a Brimhouse with your 2 plains, and you still have Autumn's Veil up. Like that seemed good. But certainly was a tough game to work with so few cards.
We're allowed to make changes to the deck, right? Or was that like a one-time thing that already happened?
We have one more chance to do that now. This is the last chance to do it. Before next week, you can do it one more time.
And then it stays the same through the playoffs, right?
Right.
Well, my playoff chances are looking slim to none, but
Well, if Smith beats Joe next round, it's actually like, I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of 2 and 2 and 1 and 3, so we'll find out, I guess.
yeah. However, I haven't played you or Smith yet, so those are not going to be fun matches for me.
We are leading right now, but you never know.
Yeah.
Was there anything else there that I missed? I don't know. Those games were entertaining, but didn't have a lot of
Free
experience.
land.
I realized that after he just said pass in this conversation. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to land off of that.
And then, of course, you drew two in a row. It is a May ability, so we didn't say anything.
You're right. I luckily top deck that land for Iona.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we can start getting ready for the next round. Thanks for chatting.